off one morning late in July, Gatsby's gorgeous car lurched up to Nick's door and gave out a burst of melody with its three-noted horn. It was the first time Gatsby had ever called on him.
Good morning, old sport. You're having lunch with me today, and I thought we'd ride up together. It's pretty, isn't it, old sport? Haven't you ever seen it before?
Oh, I've seen it. I think everyone's seen it.
Well, I'm going to tell you about my... Oh. Look, old hero sport. What's your opinion of me? Anyhow.
I don't know, you know.
Well, I'm going to tell you about myself. I don't want you getting the wrong idea of me. From all the stories you hear.
Ding!
So he was aware of the accusations people make at the parties.
Here's the truth. I am the son of some wealthy people in the Middle West. All dead now. I was brought up in America, but educated in Oxford, because it's a family tradition.
Ding!
He hurried the phrase educated in Oxford, or swallowed it, or choked on it, as though it had bothered him before. And then I knew why Jordan Baker had believed he was lying. I wonder if there isn't something a little sinister about him after all. What part of the Midwest?
San Francisco!
Ding! Now, that statement speaks for itself.
My family all died. I inherited a great deal of money. After that, I lived as a young Raja in Europe, collecting jewels, hunting game, painting little pictures, all trying to forget a sad moment I'm trying to forget.
Ding! It seems like things are not adding up. Gatsby sure has had a busy life, hunting rubies in Europe, painting, attending Oxford. But can we really believe Gatsby's version of the past?
Then, the war came, old sport. Tried very hard to die, but I seemed to bear an enchanted life. Long story short, I was promoted to major, and every Allied government gave me a decoration, even the Little Montenegro. Let me just get into the dashboard here. This one's from Little Montenegro.
To Major J. Gatsby, for valor extraordinary.
And here's a souvenir from my Oxford days.
Huh. Wow. They're surprisingly authentic. Right here. Huh. That's Gatsby. A little younger. A little age discrepancy. I can see it. And now it's all true. His entire absurd story.
Come into the car with me. I'm going to make a big request of you today. That's why I wanted you to know a little about me. I didn't want you to think I was just some nobody.
Ding!
Characterization alert. Why does it matter so much for Gatsby to be considered a somebody as opposed to a nobody? Speaking as a Rolls Royce, I take considerable offense to that.
You see, I usually find myself among strangers because I drift around trying to forget that sad thing that happened to me. You hear about it this afternoon. Ding. Dun 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 dun.
Foreshadowing.
I happen to find out that you're taking Miss Baker to tea.
You're in love with Miss Baker?
Wait, what?
Ding. Close, but not quite. It's not Jordan Baker that Gatsby loves.
No, old sport. I'm not, but Miss Baker has kindly consented to talk to you about the sad matter.
Ding! Looks like they're entering the Valley of Ashes.
Ooh, it's Myrtle Wilson in her natural habitat.
Oh, ding!
It's important to Nick that Nick sees Myrtle in the Valley of Ashes because it shows an outer perspective of her dreary life, giving rare insight into her unhappiness as a character. Also, it provides a large contrast between her current desolation in the Valley of Ashes and the lavish, vicarious life she enjoys with Tom in Chapter 3.
Stop in the name of the law.
I thought you were going to say something else. Okay. Don't worry, officer.
Oh. I should have recognized you before. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out next time, Mr. Gatsby.
You better. I was able to do a commission commissioner a favor once. He sends me a Christmas card every year.
Ding.
And that wasn't suspicious at all. What kind of favor did Gatsby do for you, Commissioner? Well, since I believe his story and all, I'm just going to assume that it was perfectly legal.
Ding. Okay, this is the failed funeral train that passes. And as they're crossing the bridge, they see a funeral procession. This symbolically represents death. This is important because as they're leaving the Valley of Ashes behind, they're also leaving behind its death and destruction. Also, as they enter the city, the funeral cars are replaced by a shiny white limousine full of haughty-looking people. This contrasts the Valley of Ashes with the city, black with white and death with life.
How do you think can happen now that we've slid over this bridge? Anything at all? Even Gatsby.
Hold on, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.